Okay. Ooh, okay. All right, guys. Hello, I'm on here 1 minute early. It is 11:59. And last time I did a live call, I wasn't able to see anyone's comments or questions, so I have it pulled up on my computer. So if you see me glance to the right quite a bit, it's because I'm trying to look at if any comments show up, but I have to look at it on my computer, just in case. So here we are in week 3 of the 6-week reset. This is really exciting because that means after this week, we're over halfway there to the end, which is really exciting. And we have awesome things ahead of us in November, like Thanksgiving, and the holidays are going to be upon us. So this is the exact right time to be doing the 6-week reset. All right, let me go ahead and talk about what's going on with this. I know I've been getting questions all morning. My 100-pound baby dog got really excited when I came home from dinner last night and just lunged and to give me a big hug and caught me right in the face. I know I look like a supervillain. I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. So let me just go ahead and lay that out there. Now, let's talk about the 3rd week's challenge. So, as you'll see before, we have the fitness challenge and the nutrition focus. The nutrition focus being one of your meals each day being home cooked or pre-prepared by you every single day. Just one a day. So let's talk about that a little bit. That means that you prepare your own food, and that's okay. And the requirements are in that, and that it has to be with whole foods. Whole foods being single ingredients, meaning like, broccoli, the ingredient list will only say broccoli. Like, it is what it is. Nothing has been added to it. It hasn't been processed through anything weird. It's just broccoli, right? And so same thing with like chicken. So if you buy a pack of raw chicken, the ingredient list should only say raw organic chicken. It shouldn't say anything else. That is the goal. So that means processed foods that are in the meal, it will not count. So things like if you brought a granola bar from home to work, like you didn't make that granola bar. Unless you did. If you make your own granola bars, that'll count. But you didn't make the Nature Valley bar. See what I'm saying? So those won't count. And it just gives us an opportunity to look at what's in our food. Okay, so, we've been doing so well with drinking all our water. Y'all really crushed the 2 servings of veggies 2 times a day. I know a lot of you were worried about it in the beginning, but the whole point is to start gaining these habits of eating these whole foods and recognizing what is in our food. What are we putting into our bodies? When we eat whole foods, meaning it either grew from the ground or once had a mother. I know that sounds really morbid, but it's really helpful to think about. When those 2 things happen, those whole foods are the least inflammatory and corrosive on our bodies. We're meant to eat those things. It hasn't been filled with fillers or preservatives that really wreak a lot of havoc. Our body doesn't know what to do with those foreign chemicals. So when we eat those whole foods, that's going to better serve our body. It's going to serve our energy levels better. It's going to serve our brain health better, which is a really big deal. I've been reading, it's not in here with me, but I have one of his other books, Dr. Daniel Amen. If you don't follow him, you should. He's amazing, and he is a psychiatrist, and he does all of these amazing studies on our brain health and the connection of what we eat, and how we move our bodies each day completely affects our cognitive function. So it's just something to think about. But anyway, back to the challenge. Yes, so 1 home-cooked prepared meal. And I brought this because I was speaking to a lot of people, and I realized they make their best choices that they can when they're out and about, but a lot of my clients, don't have all of the time in the world to just cook all day. And I'm not saying be a chef, because like you all know, I am not a chef. I don't do anything bougie with my spices or preparations at all. But I do make sure that I am set up for success during the week, because I know when I don't eat my whole foods, I start to feel really badly really quickly. So that's the whole point, is to build that challenge. And so moving forward, just, I've made a few vlogs about meal prepping, so go ahead and check those out. The last one I launched on Friday, I actually cooked dinner, which was a rarity for me because I rarely actually cook dinner the night of and fully prepare. And I roasted an acorn squash, and I, stuffed it filled with ground turkey and kale, and what else did I add into it? It was turkey and kale, and I added this sharp Parmesan or cheddar cheese on top. It was amazing. So eating in season is going to be really beneficial for our bodies. So that's that. So please use those resources. Find your favorite recipe online too. Like if you love broccoli, if you love kale, going on Pinterest, going online and finding your favorite recipes, try one out, and just one crazy one during the week. The rest can all be meal prep things that you already know that you like, and setting yourself up. So definitely go check out our YouTube channel, the Strong Side YouTube channel, where I have my vlogs, because that can be helpful in helping you prepare some of those home cooked meals so that you can beat the challenge. Now, something else I wanted to bring up that I included in my email that I sent out this morning announcing week 3 is that even if you have missed a day or 2 or 3, it does not mean you should quit and throw in the towel now. It is even more important that you keep it up, and I think a lot of people have been keeping up with everything, but they forget to log their points, and then they get frustrated, and then they want to quit too. Do not give up now. We're almost halfway there. Now is not the time to quit just because you forgot to log your points. If you need to, set an alarm on your phone, at every night by 8 p.m. when everything is said and done. And if you have everything, set an alarm to be don't forget to log your points. My husband keeps forgetting all the time. And if I don't say something, he totally forgets. So just set yourself an alarm and see if that's helpful. Because the last thing I want is people forgetting to log their points. They see that if they're behind on the scoreboard that we have on Wodify Rise, and then they're like, oh, forget it. What's the point? It's the point is that we are all sitting here trying to hit the reset button. Yes, the points are cool, and it's cool to get competitive and want to be high up there, but the entire point is to help keep you accountable, to make sure that you keep up with these habits that will carry you past the 6-week reset. It's really cool to get healthy in 6 weeks, but the whole point is to keep it going. With the holidays coming up, if we have these habits in place of, drinking all of our water, eating, making sure we're getting our veggies in during the day, making sure that we are cooking some of the food and we know what we're consuming every day, rather than kind of guessing and trusting, the food industry to take care of us, which that's a whole other conversation. The whole point is to carry those into the holidays so that we have a better chance on the other side of the holidays when it comes to, our weight. A lot of people talk about holiday heart. Well, they'll start to have heart palpitations because they eat so poorly with all the different Christmas parties and sugar and everything else. And they start to feel kind of crazy with their heart, and they'll actually get heart palpitations during the holidays. That's a really real thing. So this is all to just help prevent that. And then I didn't mention the fitness challenge, but it is 30 sit-ups into a 60-second plank. You can do those separately, but yeah, so we're doing all the abs and we're doing all the home cooking, and it's gonna be a great time. And yeah, I see Mark Bloom was watching. That's cool. What's up, Mark? I don't think I have any comments. No one has commented or questioned anything, which is great because then I'm not missing anything. But yeah, so I just really wanted to come on here and kind of give those tips about everything that we have going on with the 6-week reset. And you guys are crushing it so far. Really, I've so enjoyed seeing everyone's pictures of their different recipes and the different ways that they're getting in their food. And that's the whole point. is just to eat food for energy. Because what you eat is what you become. You know, the whole idea of like you are what you eat. It's kind of true. Like, you know, like if that, I was probably a dinosaur Purdue nugget, you know, when I was 10. Like that's all I ate. I was probably that. So, you know, what do you want to be? You know, like what we put into our bodies is what our cells use to regenerate themselves, to give us energy to actually function during the day. Fun fact, your brain alone consumes 25% of our calories that we eat. So like 25% of the calories that we eat every day goes just to our brain to make sure it functions. So let's make sure they are quality calories that are not empty. You know, something that has empty calories would be something like a donut, because there's really no nutritional value in a donut. It's just empty calories. Meanwhile, if you look at something like a whole, let's say like a rice bowl filled with like chicken and broccoli and carrots and something that you just put your heart and soul into, that has vitamins and nutrients that are, it's nutrient dense calories that are not only going to help your brain function better, but also make you feel better, give you more energy and vitality throughout the day, and not sit there at like 3 o'clock like, oh my God, how am I going to get through the day? Like you're going to feel a lot better. Okay, so that's the whole point. If y'all have any questions about what constitutes a whole food, just let me know. Like I said, it is a food that came out of the ground, it grew from the ground, or it once had a mother. So yes, like someone asked me, Holly asked me this morning, do my eggs and bacon count? Yes, they count. Eggs and bacon count. Throw some veggies in there though. Get some green in there. That's just protein and fat. Let's just get some like freshness in there. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all today. If you have any questions, obviously reach out to me. My email I will put in the comments if you want to hit me up privately and we can have a conversation. But that's it. Y'all have a great weekend. Go outside, enjoy the beautiful weather, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.